No, stop helping.
That's just maddeningly unhelpful.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're jumping into r/TalesofNeckbeards, but actually it's from my personal subreddit r/ReddXreads. I've been digging back through the archives. I know we got a lot of sagas going on and stuff, but I like to step back from those once in a while, do a few one-off stories. So I dug up some shorties. We got a twofer, and then we've got another story about a beard who just can't take no for an answer. Which I guess is like every single Neckbeard story that we jump into. But this one is especially egregious and manages to make me rage just from reading the TLDR. So that should be a good time. You know how I love that impotent rage. Anywho, let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way and then we will dive right into some Neckbeard stories cringe. Beard Bits, the curse of the anime voice. Beard Bits, that sounds so gross and I love it. It's like just those little crumblies of Cheez-Its and whatnot, Dorito crumbs in your beard. Oh, wonderful. I'm totally gonna steal it. Hi there, I'm new to Reddit, but I've been a fan of ReddX for a while now. Aw, welcome to Reddit. I should really invest in Reddit because I bring a lot of people to this platform, I think. I've only had brief encounters with Neckbeards, so this is just going to be a collection of mini stories. Some beard bits, if you will. And since they're from my subreddit, r/ReddXreads, they're also Red exclusives. God, we got a lot of branding going on this channel. It's beautiful. I'm not going to be using real names for obvious reasons. Let's get into the cast with Cass. That's our OP, a teenager working at a coffee shop. I'm a major weeb, and my customer service voice sounds like a stereotypical anime girl. I'm also goth, and my hair looks suspiciously like a certain two-toned My Hero Academia character. Sam, my supervisor at work, a super chill guy who genuinely did not give a shit what we did as long as there weren't customers around. Hell yeah, Sam. Stick it to the owner. Fuck 'em, right? Dean was my coworker who had like zero chill. This dude was climbing on top of racks and got stuck on the ceiling on at least one occasion. What the hell? NB and LB are Neckbeard and Legbeard. And now that that is out of the way, let us dive right into the cringe. That's my line. Story 1. Senior discount. This took place at the height of COVID, and we were doing drive-thru only. This happened months ago, so I don't remember exactly what was said, but I'll do my best. We were consistently without customers, but every once in a while, between playing various MMOs with my coworkers and blasting My Chemical Romance through the speakers, a tone would ring out from the drive-thru, letting us know that some poor soul would have to put up with our shit while we made their coffee. On this fateful day, I had the great misfortune of taking this guy's order. I let out the typical greeting, using my fake sweet voice, and sounding like an anime schoolgirl in the process. God, I gotta do an anime schoolgirl voice? This is gonna be bad. OP. Hi, what can I get for you today? Neckbeard.
Just a large black coffee, sweetheart. With the senior discount, please.
Now, the way this guy said, sweetheart, gave me the creeps, but I shrugged it off. When he got to the window, I was still using the voice. OP, here's that coffee for you. Have a great day. Neckbeard paused for a moment before speaking. Neckbeard,
Next time, you should take that mask down and show your pretty smile.
Ugh, major creep vibes. And also, hello, infection. How about no? He then drove away, just leaving me shocked. I am visibly underage, and this dude was old enough to get the goddamn senior discount. Yeah, that's major creep vibes, man. It happens far too often, though. I don't know if these dudes are just shooting their shots or if They find like some girls with daddy issues every once in a while, and sometimes it works. Either way, I hate it. Sam said, "Damn, looks like someone likes the anime voice. Oh my god." OP probably watches tentacle hentai. Dean, "Wow, Cass, your first sugar daddy." I kind of just laughed the whole thing off and made a run for it every time I saw this guy pulling up to the window for the rest of the time that I worked there. Hell yeah, you don't want none of that action. Getting an allowance from a sugar daddy sounds pretty sweet, but not if he's a neckbeard. I'll just continue making coffee. That is absolutely fine. Come at me with the most fucking basic line in the book. "Ooh, you should smile more." Like, bitch, get out of my face. You know how many people tell me that shit? You know how many times it works? Never. Anyways, story 2, Oreos and guns. At the store, we had a very popular drink involving Oreos that this one lady would order every single day around 6 p.m. She would only let certain people make her drink, and I, maybe unfortunately, was one of her favorites. Besides low-key making fun of me for being too quiet, she was super sweet to me. My black coworkers, not so much. Oh, shit. She would just stay at the window for like 10 minutes, complaining about Biden, who wasn't even in office yet. She would also rant about her guns and teaching her kids how to use them. I'm not trying to get political, but you don't just go up to people at a fucking drive-thru and rant about your beliefs. I noticed that she would only do this to my black coworkers. She would occasionally talk guns with Sam, but her tone was much more friendly. What the hell? Oh boy. I think the only proper response at that point is, "Ma'am, this is a Starbucks drive-thru." I don't care. I don't care about your beliefs. I do have more stories, so if y'all want more, I can make a part 2. My coworkers have a bigger role in some of the other stories. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Make sure you get enough sleep, because I certainly don't. God, I relate to that last line too fucking much. But that's okay. We're doing the work that we love. We live in the life that we love. That's just why we can't sleep, you know? Too much good stuff is going on. There were definitely some diametrically opposed undertones in both of these stories. One, pretty racist. The other one, pretty creepy. I don't like either one of them. God bless anybody out there who's working in like food service or retail, customer service. It is all just such a difficult job, and you will probably encounter some less than stellar people while you're doing it. There are also some of the cool ones, you know. When I used to work at Radio Shack, this dude would always come in right about closing time and share cocaine with us. Like, I guess he just needed somebody to do it with, and why not? The Radio Shack guys are right there. But yeah, there's also a lot of people who get offended for no reason or just have a giant stick up their ass, want to shove their political beliefs or something else down your throat. Fuck. We're going to get off track here in a minute. So I'm just going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for the post, OP. If you want to write a part 2, I would look forward to it. But for now, we're going to move on into our third story. Milady and the Ring. Precious. Howdy, everyone. I recently started listening to ReddX on YouTube, and I absolutely adore his narration and commentary. Oh, and commentary. That's super sweet. A lot of people tell me that I need to shut up, but I just can't. My mouth just keeps going like a mile a minute, and then I take the video into editing, and I'm like, if I cut all my talking out, this is only a 10-minute video. But I do appreciate your appreciation. I'm very happy to bring it to you, and very happy that all of you guys are watching. The Neckbeard stories and tabletop horror stories being my favorites by far. Yes. I mean, Neckbeard stories, obviously, but we need to get some more RPG horror stories going. I know that they're like a sleeper hit on the channel. Anywho, after falling down the ReddX rabbit hole, I realized that I have a few Neckbeard stories to tell myself. I apologize in advance, my writing is a bit rusty, and to add insult to injury, I'm also on mobile. And I like how they spelled it Mobley. I'm on Mobleye. God, it cracks me up for no reason. But regardless, I submit for the entertainment and study of the ReddX masses, the thankfully short tale of Milady and the Ring.
What do you mean you're engaged?
For half a decade, I worked at a buffet in a small but bustling casino in a town in northern Nevada. As you can imagine, such a place of employment is froth with all kinds of curious characters, all of them gathering in one place to tip their tasteful hats towards Lady Luck in hopes of gaining her favor, drinks flowing freely to those willing to risk it all. It does seem like a really interesting job. One of those things that I'd like to do for like a week and then just be done with it forever. The day of our story, however, was a rather quiet one. A weekday where the staff was sparse and the tables were relatively empty. I was posted at the front, the lone cashier with only one of the hosts, and occasionally a bored server to keep me from losing whatever is left of my poor mind. However, all conversation ceased when he approached me. Oh no, not he. Clad in a faded black Star Wars t-shirt, ratty black jeans, a cheap-looking chain hanging from a single belt loop, and shoulder-length and rather unkempt brown hair under none other than a black and gray pinstriped fedora.
Oh, yes. Classy gentleman out on the town.
Luckily, he only smelled like nicotine and just a gentle hint of Mary Jane, which was unpleasant to my nose, but not unbearable. His thin frame towered over mine as he practically leaned into my space from over the counter, standing right up against it to get as close as he did. He was also in the company of a friend who I can't really recall much about other than the fact that he ordered a Diet Coke.
Hey, OP.
He said to me casually. The familiarity in which he greeted me immediately set off some alarms in my head. Although I have trouble with names, I'm very good at remembering faces. I knew our regulars, and this man's face was not on file. Oh, hello. What can I get you to drink? I said with a friendly tone and a polite smile. I was at work, after all.
You don't remember me?
He asked sadly.
I remember you.
Oh, God, dude, that is so ominous. If you're trying to make your move, this is the worst way to make it. The alarms rang louder, and I laughed nervously. I dealt with some extreme anxiety, and just talking to normal people triggers my fight or flight. Rather, my flight or flight, since I actually detest confrontation. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. We get a lot of people coming through here. Sometimes it's just hard to remember everyone.
I understand,
he replied. Although I was now intensely focusing on the screen in front of me, I could feel this man's eyes on me, just leering down at me like a vulture, with its sights set on a dying animal. I've never appreciated the high collar of my uniform more so than I did in that very moment. Yeah, thank God for small blessings, huh? I'm a busty girl, something that couldn't be hidden by our baggy uniform shirts, and it has attracted unwanted attention and comments ever since puberty hit. While I can't 100% confirm that that is the area where he was staring, I don't doubt it for a second. Nor do I, OP.
You know, a lot has changed since I last saw you. You're blonde now.
At the time, I had bleached my hair a bright platinum. It was relatively new, and the comment only served to unnerve me even further. I tried to end this interaction as quickly as possible. Yeah, will you be paying with cash or card?
I see you got married in the time I was gone, too.
Bitch, I don't remember you. I'm sorry, in your tiny mind, your minuscule frame of reference, I'm some sort of main fucking character, but I don't even know who you are. Ugh! The rage is already rising. I looked down at the costume ring on my left hand. It was an accessory that I started sporting to discourage the more flirty customers. Now it only seemed to spur this one on. Engaged, actually. I lied, figuring that it was more believable since I didn't know how long ago this creep had started watching me. God damn it, dude. Never mind. I don't want to work this job ever. Sounds absolutely miserable. And of course, our Neckbeard presses on.
Well, you should come and visit me in my room later.
God. I was floored. Was he serious? Was this a joke? After I had just said that I was engaged, how the hell was that an opening to keep on pursuing me? I laughed again, sounding strained even to my own ears. I don't think my fiancé would appreciate that. I know I should have just said no and ended it there. Yeah, smack him on the nose with a newspaper. No, that's bad. But I was uncomfortable, and I was desperately trying to end this while still being polite. Ugh, poor women at work, man. My heart goes out to you. You gotta be polite to these people who are obviously just fucking creeps. Anywhere else, you could just go ghost. But at work, you're stuck at your post. Heh, that rhymes. This man, this scraggly, bearded thing had the audacity to smirk at me.
Oh, your fiance's not here right now, is he?
I wanted to scream. So do I. I didn't, of course. Instead, I quickly printed out his receipt and handed it to his friend with a tight smile. Our host will get you seated. Enjoy your meal. He left to be seated, and I naively thought that that was mercifully the end of it. How I wish that it had been. As the night went on, the host went home early because of the lack of incoming guests. Scraggly Beard and company kept to themselves, talking really only to each other and their server. However, he apparently just couldn't stop talking about me to the staff. The women I worked with at the time, bless their hearts, were determined to get me a boyfriend. Oh, that is so unhelpful. Thank you, but no thank you. Since I also had nerdy interests such as video games, D&D, just about anything high fantasy, and yes, even Star Wars, logically, this man would be a perfect fit for me. God damn it. A match made in the deepest pits of Tartarus. I'd been rolling silverware for the last 30 minutes. I was focusing on my work and minding my own goddamn business when Scraggly reappeared.
Hey again!
I jumped. The dick was standing directly behind me, so close that I could feel the heat coming off of his body. Probably don't call him a dick in that moment. It's really gross. I was essentially trapped between him and the host counter now. Hi. Every single fiber of my being was desperate to be anywhere but right there.
So, I was talking to the waitress, and she said you weren't engaged. You weren't lying to me, were you?
God damn it. I was mortified, just praying that the ceiling would fall and crush us both. Anything at all to end this godforsaken conversation. If this attempt to corner and intimidate a woman half his size and age could be classified as a conversation. Mind you, I was 22 at the time, and this guy had to be in his late 30s or early 40s. It's a recent engagement, I tried to explain. I haven't told anyone about it yet. I don't know what made him walk away after that. I was so stressed in that moment that I might have briefly blacked out. Thankfully, though, he did leave the buffet. Hey, that's a pretty slick cover, though, OP. I gotta give you props on that. Quick thinking indeed. Although before the Beardo left, he said,
I'll see you next time, OP.
and with that, he left me standing there with wide eyes and trembling hands. I had eager little waitresses approaching me in his wake and asking if I got his number. Bitch, no. Stop helping. I said no, and that he made me uncomfortable before returning to rolling and pointedly keeping to myself for the rest of the night. Scraggly had completely disregarded my boundaries, and these women had disregarded my feelings. I was tired and just fucking done for the day. Fortunately, I did not have any further encounters with Scraggly Beard. However, one does not simply have nerdy interests and avoid neckbeards entirely. God, that's so true. I have a few more stories if anyone's interested, but for now, this is farewell. Stay safe, everyone. TLDR, a stranger harasses me at work and takes my engagement ring as an opening to continue nagging my coworkers about me before disappearing into the night. Also, sorry about the repost. This is my first post on Reddit, and I accidentally applied a live chat to it. Yeah, my subreddit is not really set up very well. I should probably get with somebody who has more understanding and experience with setting up subreddits and whatnot, but it seems to work for now. You did get the story posted eventually, and I definitely do appreciate it, although it did get the rage boiling. The Beardo, just a horrible person, trying to shoot his shot even after the engagement ring is noticed. Like, have you no shame, you absolute dog? Have you no respect for a relationship and the two people that are involved in it? No, he just wants to hit on the fucking hostess and feel like a big man. And because OP was doing her job and not blowing him off entirely, he still thinks that he has a chance the entire time, questioning all the waitresses and shit. The waitresses just completely smashing boundaries and being like, oh no, she told you she's engaged. She's totally single. You should go over there again. Like, please, with friends like these, who needs enemies? God damn it. I don't even have the words for how uncomfortable and angry this story makes me. My wife, clearly married, but god damn if people don't hit on her every time she goes out by herself. And then mysteriously when I go out with her, nobody has anything to say to her. Isn't that weird? She already told me about it. That's why I'm standing here mean mugging you, dude. Why don't you come over and try it now? Just see what happens. Luckily, this beard did not see you next time. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he got hit by a fucking bus. Let's just hope for that. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. God damn. I am glad you're on to bigger and better things now, OP. It sounds like a fun job on paper. There probably were some cool people that came through. But, there are probably a lot of creeps as well. So I do hope you'll share some more stories with us. And thank you for posting this one. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. If you did enjoy, that's always appreciated. Maybe share the video around if you're trying to give somebody a little taste of them neckbeards. I mean, not like that. Gross. You know what I'm trying to say. I also hope you check out them links in the description. All kinds of plugs and playlists and social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Come on through. Hit me up. We also got my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. Yes, indeed. I'd like to thank them as I do every video. So thank you very much. Calvicus, Fatboy Shrimp, Robert Waits, TSM Kirby, USMC, Aaron W, Twisted Child, Delicious Jelly Donut, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Livison, Mr. Anime Manga Fan, Silent Revolver, Zero MMX, Magdalene Marshall, Thornrose, Cherish Kitsune, Little Lone Wolf, Vanilla Mel, Rouse Tower, Satori, Babsy-kun, Caustic Fox, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, Fisher Diggy, Gypsy, Hadrian BR, Heathcliff, OG James Cook, A Pimp Named J Crisp, JM Coon, Jerry, John Hero, Miss Monday, Lexi Loves JoJo, Lord Liono, Jackets Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, Mirthful Baker, Mr. J, my boy Natwin Nick, Lady Nix, Origami Steve, Katykins Elizabeth, Sidestep, Cider Drinker, Serrated Dash, Siegfried, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, 10-Ton Monster, That Duck and Bug, The One True Fusky, Treeberg, Wilmax, Redwood, Goose's Honk, Leon Embers, Naga Viper, Saints Blessing, John Indoors, A Normal Joe, Amara, A-Roxers, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. California Keto Girl, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, KJW, Kajow, Crafty Kitty Cat, Little Ann Woods, Mark 211, maybe next time, Milk-Fed Gimp, Ms. Duchess, Origami Cam, Princess Rosalie, Ghosty, Raptor Art, Ellie, The Last Shinobi, and the Necrobomicon. Thank you guys all very much for supporting the channel in the way that you do. It does mean the world to me. I hope that some other people will consider signing up on the Patreon, but if you can't do it right now, monetarily, ain't no problem there, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through and hanging out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos, I hope. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.